Welcome, everybody, to the annual Blastia Awards here on the Tarqaron YouTube channel. Everybody, come
Right.
on in.
All right. Yay. Woo. Yeah.
You'll see in the
Yeah. Man, we
audience
got
everyone who's nominated from everything that's been reviewed, every guest, every character, this huge cast from these movies. They're all here in
yeah.
attendance because everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes you miss some of the award shows, but they all make sure to make it here for Blastia Awards, the biggest night in entertainment.
I think this is one of the only times where I can see Stitch and Anora in the same room.
I know
Wild.
throughout the show you'll see cuts to different weird mixes. What are they talking about? You think? Before they cut to commercial, it's like Stitch and Nora. What do you think they're talking about?
Yeah. What's going on over there?
Yeah. So as there's a tradition here on the channel, every year we've done it as since we started Tarkaron, where it's just essentially looking back on the year of Tarkaron and awarding things, some of our favorite experiences that we got through Tarkaron, some of our favorite reviews, different series, all those sorts of things, and also some lowlights as well. You know, and it's not, we're not here to say it's the best. Usually it's just our favorite. It could be our favorite video we did. That's our best picture. Is our just favorite video. All right.
Right.
It's real casual. It's gotten more and more casual each year.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just fun to kind of like look back and just kind of have a little bit of a ceremony to just kind of celebrate and do what we did, and it helps with the memory banks as well, just to kind of solidify it and really look back and think about everything we did and talked about. So, because I mean, going through it, we were going through it again. It's like, oh yeah, like some of the things I'm like, I mean, I don't even necessarily remember what I said in this or this, that, or the other, but
Mm-hmm.
the ones that like stick in our minds, the things that we want to um, that we're really proud of doing. I think that's kind of what we want to celebrate, and that's kind of what we celebrate with nominations, and then we want to highlight kind of our favorite things that we did throughout the year as well. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm. I was thinking I should have prepared a whole elaborate monologue like in these award shows, like addressing random weird things that are in the audience. Like
you have a Billy Crystal opening
like
opening cut here.
Like we have the entire cast of DreamWorks All Star Kart Racing here tonight. To cut to the
Yeah,
tables, like multiple tables full of the racers.
these DreamWorks freaks.
And
Yeah, that'd be great.
it's just like roast Shrek real quick, like,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah. So we're gonna go through the awards. We'll give the nominees. As always, the winners are chosen by an elaborate panel comprised of 5,000 members, and
That's right.
they
It's
all
elaborate.
they all come together, and it's a big. We throw them all in a room, and it's a big debate. Right?
Yeah.
Don't come out till you
I mean,
decide.
I mean, it's not even just a room. I mean, it's got to be a stadium to fit that many people.
Yeah,
It can't be, in a room. It's a pretty big room. We'll put it that way.
and they can't come out until they all decide on the same winner.
That's right. So it's a very rigorous, like jury-like process. They have to
It's hard enough.
agree.
It's hard enough with 12, but 5,000. Imagine. Yeah,
I don't even know.
I don't even want to imagine. But
I don't.
obviously, we
Yeah.
had no say in the results here. We're just presenting very objectively. So we'll start things off with, I think, a category we introduced last year, which is our favorite Survivor episode of the year. Survivor is a staple
Yeah.
here on the channel. Every week we watch a new episode, and even when we're not watching an episode, it'll be a review or ranking or some sort of Survivor content pretty much every week. Hit or miss, whether how consistent it is, but every time we do record Survivor. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. We love it here. We really wanted to have something to celebrate all the Survivor that we do here. So having a dedicated award for it
yeah,
feels like the right step for
and
honoring a significant part of our identity as a channel. So
yeah, and if you don't know, I'm a big Survivor fan. I've seen all the seasons, so I've been taking Alec along on this journey, watching Survivor for the first time, So we've just not
Mm,
gotten to Heroes versus Villains, which is around 2010. We're getting there, really getting there. And
yeah.
this is an award for our favorite episode, so it's specifically about the episode itself, not necessarily the video. Though often the best episodes tend to be some of the more entertaining reactions as well. But without further ado, here are the nominees for favorite Survivor episode of the year. Survivor Gabon, episode 9, Cookie Gate. Survivor Tocantins, episode 13, Coach on Exile. Survivor Samoa, episode 9, Bridge Troll. Survivor Samoa, episode 15, the finale, Natalie Wins. And Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, episode 1, premiere. And the winner of our favorite Survivor episode of the year goes to Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, episode 1,
Oh,
premiere episode.
yeah. Give it up. Woo! Coming
Yeah.
right in at the end of the year.
What a
Award
force.
season.
Yeah, we had the first two episodes of Heroes vs. Villains came in right at the end of the year. And so episode 1 we said it was like one of the strongest episodes the moment we saw it.
Yeah, of the whole show, which is crazy. It's something we've gone. I mean, I've certainly gone on record saying that like uh the first episode can sometimes be a little hard to find footing because you really got to juggle all the different personalities. Editors got to play setup for the storylines that they're trying to focus on, but then it's like the end vote always kind of ends up feeling a little like rote or kind of predictable, or it's
Mm-hmm.
like here we go the strongest or get rid of the person that's annoying us. But with all of the personalities coming back into this episode, it just made it for one fantastic episode where pretty much everybody also gets a little moment, which is I think is maybe a first. It's certainly from memory is certainly a at least it's very rare to get pretty much everybody involved in single episode. So it's pretty great. Pretty great.
Yeah, and I think there's certainly an argument to be made that Coach on Exile should have won.
Mm,
I think
yeah.
if you view because Heroes vs. Villains really gets the benefit of having an all-star returning cast. Obviously, Token Cheese is
Hmm.
operating just with a regular Survivor cast, and
Yep.
also it has the poetry of you have iconic moments throughout the whole thing. You have Coach going to exile. You have Coach coming back for the challenge. You have the comments made there in a camp, and then you ultimately it all gets. It's a perfect send off for a Coach to ultimately get voted
Yeah.
off too. So there's like a lot of
It was
poetry with how it comes together.
it was a beautiful man. It's like the Renaissance man get to be a Renaissance man for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a fun time.
It's
So
very dramatic.
very
Um,
dramatic.
it's an all timer. Like
Yeah.
I think those two episodes are just happen to be two of the best Survivor episodes ever. And
Yeah.
so, of course, they had to go against each other. It's tough. It's tough. You
Yeah.
hate to see it. They could have won
Yeah.
in separate years easily. One of those
Yeah,
things.
yeah. If it didn't squeak in right at the end in December, there it probably would have. So,
Yeah.
but all right. Well, moving right along, we also a big significant part of our channel is as well as addition to Survivor is a lot of reviews. We love movies on this channel. We love games, and we had no shortage of those this past year. We've kind of found some new ways to incorporate games and game reviews with one of our newer series that we premiered towards the end of last year. But in addition to that, we also have some other ways of getting games in there. But tons of movies. I mean, we got movies, movies, movies. We started a monthly movie night thing this year. We still do chance time from time to time, and also just find time to watch whatever catches our fancy. So,
Yeah.
without further ado, I do want to introduce the nominees for favorite review of the year.
This is the review
Um,
itself. This is not for
and
what we
this is the
reviewed.
review. This is the review itself, not specifically for what we reviewed. So the criteria for this is basically like the discussion that was fostered, how much fun we had recording it, how much fun we have still talking about it to this day. Those all kind of go into the criteria here. So the nominees for the favorite review of the year are Gremlins 1984 review. DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing review. Back to School 2019 review, chance time. The Naked Gun 1988, review. And the Super Mario Sunshine review. And the winner, favorite review of the year, goes to Back to School 2019 review for chance
Hate to
time.
see it. Wow.
Ooh, man, that was some steep competition there.
And
Yeah, it was kind of funny. This is a little bit more contentious because like I came into this when Zach sort of pitched that one being in here. I was
to the
kind of like,
Council of 5,000.
And to the Council of 5,000, of course, as our discussion, which was heard by all 5,000 of I kind of wasn't like, I don't know, just because I think I was thinking more of how I feel about the movie because the movie is not very good. But I think we had so much fun talking about it, and we still like talk about and like kind of make reference to how bizarre of a movie that it was. Where it's like people going back who are like our age that are going back for their middle school reunion.
That's right.
It's just such a bizarre concept, and it's really stupid. And like, but it was just we had a great time sort of talking about it, and I think like it's overall is one of the better reviews that we had this year for sure. And I think we kind of focused in. I don't. It's not one of our longer reviews. It's not one of our shorter reviews either. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just we had a great time talking about it. So yeah.
I mean, it showcases what chance time is all about. It's easily the least known thing on this list here.
Yeah.
Like no one's just
Right.
gonna know it. No one's ever talked about it in history.
No.
I've heard.
We
It's a French
we would
movie.
never have seen it. Yeah, it's a French movie. We literally never would have watched it had it not been for chance time. So,
And
for what
sometimes,
that's worth.
it's good to talk about things that are really good, but it's fun to share in some like really bad things, and a lot of chance time will give us some bad things, and it's like just forced to watch this random thing. You have no idea what's going in, but there's just you get some weird discussion into it, some weird ground that you wouldn't usually cover. Back to School is that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But of course, we had The Naked Gun, which was a movie series we did leading up to the new one. We had DreamWorks All Star Kart Racing, which we did with Rusty. So that was fun very early in the year. We did both the Gremlins movies, and then Mario Sunshine was part of our 3D Mario review series that's ongoing. So we had a couple of those this year.
Yeah, I think I think we had probably the most interesting conversation around that one. So I think we're both kind of down on the one of the other Mario games that we played, and then we were both like super up on the third one.
That's
But
true. And I
Sunshine's like
think
a
we
mixed
only had
bag.
3, so it was kind of the whole spectrum there.
But Sunshine's sort of a mixed bag. I think it's maybe the most fun Mario game to talk about just in general because it's kind of the black sheep. So I mean, it was the first time I 100%ed that game as well, I believe. I think I'm trying to remember if I did that for the review or if I did that at some other point. I don't remember. You have to go back and watch it. I actually don't remember if I 100%ed it because I know that I have done that with Sunshine, but I don't remember if I did that like back when I got that collection, the 3D All Stars collection, like back when I first got that, or if I did it for the review. I think I might not have 100%ed it, but go watch a review. We had a great discussion about it. So
yeah, I mean, Mario Sunshine I always will love in spite of its flaws, and
same.
All of our 3 Mario reviews we did this year were great. So it was tough which one was ultimately going to get the spot, but
yeah,
because they're all good for different reasons. It was good to just praise Mario Galaxy. It was good to be critical with Mario 64 DS and Mario Sunshine with all the different elements. But we were pretty lockstep in all those, unlike our next category, right? Everybody, unlike our next category, it's our most divisive review of the year. It's basically what it says. It is the most divisive. We tried to be as objective as possible with the council, and we've had a lot this year where we had very different opinions on different things we reviewed. And a lot of that came in from our monthly movie night series, where we each would pick, because like naturally baked in with that, we would alternate picking a movie for us to review that the other one hasn't seen. So far, that's been the case. And so you're always coming baked in with one person thinks highly of this thing, and then it's sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't. And so the nominees for most divisive review of the year are Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour review, The Handmaiden 2016 review, Alita Battle Angel 2019 review, Tron Ares 2025 review, and Titanic 1997 review. And the winner of our most divisive review of the year is Titanic. Bring it in, Celine Dion. Yeah.
So she's gonna sing it.
We're the king of the world.
Yeah, bring the penny whistle solo guy in first, and then you can bring her
in. just that little solo.
Just him. Yeah.
Bring it in.
It's like the flute guy at the Game Awards. You bring him in playing that.
Yeah. So essentially the nominees for this one, we didn't even the committee didn't even put the nominees together. We just gave them the ones where we had the difference, the largest gap in our scores, and then they looked, how divisive was this, and they came back with Titanic. So
yeah, we're definitely split on that movie. I mean, all of these we were fairly split on. I think probably the least split would probably be The Handmaiden. I think we were only maybe a point and a half from each other on that one.
I just think very highly of it.
Yeah, and I think somewhat highly of it. I'm a little bit more critical of it, but Switch 2 Welcome Tour we both didn't love. Zach like despised it, where I found some there is some legitimate value. My opinion is that there is some legitimate value to it, despite the fact that I don't think it should have cost money. And that's kind of what my big criticism of that thing is. But
I gave it a 2 and you gave it a 6, so it had to be represented here.
Yeah.
Alita Battle Angel, we were on opposite sides there. Same, like it's almost the reverse of Titanic. Just not to that extent. Not quite to that extent. Tron Ares, completely off base.
Yeah, you are.
This is what Alec was. Yeah.
No, I mean I'm definitely not with the public opinion on that one. I love that movie, maybe in spite of itself, but it's. I will say, like, having gone back and after our review, I went and saw an IMAX showing of it. It was like the last IMAX showing in my area possible that I could have seen it, and it was like a semi-religious experience. It was like it really was something that I'll never forget. So,
and I'm not religious, so
yeah,
that's what happens.
Not even semi-religious, I guess. And then Titanic, obviously our winner. I'm not a fan. I can appreciate a lot of the technical aspects of the movie, but
not
as
enough,
a story,
though. You cannot appreciate them enough.
As a story, it falls completely on its face.
It
but
does
not. mad respect for the technical.
Not enough respect, though. It's like insultingly low score.
Nope, right? Not even close. Nope, you can't make me budge. So, but yeah, on the same theme of maybe some negativity, some the razzle dazzle of bad.
The razzie dazzle, you might say.
We started off this year. I was looking back at our reviews, and man, we had just some of the worst stuff in the early parts of the year. And as much as we love praising great movies and enjoying really solid things throughout the year, whether they be movies that we watch on our movie nights or films that we watch for our for any of the other sort of film series that we're doing. There's always some stinkers in there. There's always going to be, and especially with Chance Time on the block. But yeah, so we like to highlight those. We have a list of the worst new experience of the year, the Razzie, the Tarqaron
Yeah,
Razzie.
and
So
this is specifically what we reviewed, and it's an experience we
yeah,
both had for the first time this year through
right.
Tarqaron.
That's right. So this is actually more specifically about instead of necessarily the review. This is specifically about our feelings about the product that we watched. So
Yeah.
without further ado, the nominees for the worst new experience of the year are Back to School, Choo Choo Charles, Eli Roth Presents The Legion of Exorcists, a Minecraft movie, and COD Cash on Delivery. And the winner of Worst New Experience of the Year is Eli Roth Presents The Legion of Exorcists.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Come on, come up and accept your reward, Eli Roth.
Yeah, Eli Roth, here he is. You come on up.
And the cast.
And the cast of the Legion. The Legion
whole
themselves are here.
The Legion will come up to accept. So this is an interesting mix of nominees because we have movies, a game, and a TV pilot episode.
It's a TV pilot. 2 Chance Time nominees, I think, right? Cash on Delivery was Chance Time, and Back to School.
That's right. 2 Chance Time nominees, 1 Bargain Bin nominee, 1 pilot nominee, and a Minecraft movie.
a new release. Yeah, that came out last year. Well, I think Zach and I were both like COD loses, right? But then we kind of were talking about it, and I found Eli Roth Presents The Legion of Exorcists to be, frankly, one of the most insulting things that I've ever watched. So I do not feel that, even though Cash on Delivery was really horrible, I didn't feel insulted by it. It was just a bad movie. But it kind of had like some like horrible
charm to it.
Very, very light, but some charm. Whereas that didn't have charm. I wanted to turn it off as soon as it's like 5 minutes go by. And it wasn't like, what was it? It was only like 40 minutes, right? Or 45 minutes or something.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was a full movie.
I'm talking about the Legion of Exorcists.
Sorry, Legion of Exorcists.
Yeah, that was 40. That was like a 40-minute pilot or something.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to turn it off like 5 minutes in. But COD, I kind of wanted to turn it off during parts of it, but I stuck through and watched it. Particularly when that harmonica was going, you know.
It was very close between those two. Because COD, we didn't give scores for our pilot palettes, so COD we gave a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it was very. Yeah. It's hard to say. But
yeah.
It's got some heart to it, It's like there's a part of it that's like it clearly didn't have the same budget that a Legion of Exorcists got, and
right. That kind of makes Legion of Exorcists worse in a lot of ways, So
that's what it was for me.
That's it. It like just a really bad movie that like I never really want to watch again, but it's something that I laughed about and had fun with. There was no laughing during the Legion when I was watching the Legion of Exorcists. I was like wanting to, like I said, I just wanted to turn the TV off the whole time. So
yeah, that's what it's all about right there. So
yeah.
Next up, we're going to be talking about our favorite new installment of the year. We have a lot of series ongoing throughout the channel, whether it's a weekly series or whether it's every few months, sporadically. We have a lot of ongoing things, and this is our favorite new installment in one of those series that was already ongoing coming into the year. All right. So just our favorite to record, I guess, is essentially what it is, our most enjoyable experiences from these series.
Yeah.
And the nominees for favorite new installment of the year are opening 100 plus custom Tarqaron cards, 5th edition, the Super Mario Sunshine review, blind ranking things we've reviewed 3, horror edition, Black Mirror season 5 episode 3 reaction, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. The last game standing Gents Challenge with Blinkoom. And the winner of our favorite new installment of the year is blind ranking things we reviewed 3 horror edition.
Whoa,
Yo.
coming in hot here. Whoa.
So this is a fun series that we've been doing. You know, I didn't come up with this idea on my own. Essentially, I've seen people doing it initially on this channel where they would do Smash Bros. Content, and they would just be like, all right, blind rank these 5 characters that randomly come up. And then you try to put them into a top 5, not knowing what the next 4 to come are, and try to get as accurate as possible. And so we've been doing that with things we've reviewed on the channel, which have a collection of hundreds now. And this particular installment, we did a little twist on it, making it all horror-themed prompts rather than just your favorites of things we reviewed. Now it's like, which thing would make for the best costume, which thing would have the best fall ensemble, which thing would make the best horror movie that's not a horror movie, those kinds of concepts. What was the scariest world to live in if you had to live in the world of the thing we reviewed? So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. It was just a unique spin on something that we've already been doing, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it. It was just it was a fun exercise twist on a thing that we really like doing already. So,
Yeah,
um,
and that's something that just like there are infinite returns from that series. Like we can always revisit it, and it's always gonna be something new. Even in the initial concept of just ranking the things, those were already fun the first 2 times because we have so many options from our channel. There was always going to be different each time, and
yeah,
so introducing this new style definitely will do more of those.
yeah, for sure.
But the Tarqaron cards are something my brother makes for us, and we do them every year. They're always one of our favorite videos to do. So
Yeah,
naturally, it
it's
was
just
here.
seeing what's in there, going through and checking them out. It's always a great time. Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine, kind of like we talked about before. Black Mirror is a long time coming. It had been a while, like over a year or something, between
Right, it's like
the
a
last
long
one and
time
this one, I think.
between each
So
episode.
yeah, um, but it was just a fun. We had a good time watching that and talking about it.
Yeah,
And then
it's not a good episode,
no,
but it was fun time
it
shenanigans.
was.
Last game standing. So Gents challenges are a thing we do through the channel. We always talk about it on the channel, but it is something we do through the RNG Discord, which is a game community we're part of, where essentially it's a backlog challenge for video games. Where you usually are paired up with someone, and they assign you a game from your list to complete within a couple months deadline. And we always do videos covering them on the channel, and we try to get a new guest now regularly, or different guests for each time we have one. And this one in particular was special because not only is Blinkum always a fantastic guest, but also the process of the last game standing was I made these slideshows for everything where essentially everybody was eliminating games from each other's lists until you're left with the ones you assigned. And we had a fun time essentially getting his reactions to a lot of them as they're going through them.
Yeah,
So it's a very meaty video, unlike our usual Gens Challenge ones.
yeah. I actually was going back and watching it a few days ago, and it was fun. I mean, it's
Yeah.
he's a great guest. He's just a fun conversationalist. Love talking games with him, and yeah, it was fun seeing his whole reaction to kind of everything going down. That was a very involved challenge. Also, I will say, um,
Yeah.
like it was very intensive in terms of how it all had to be kind of tabulated. So,
Mm.
but the effort was worth it. So yeah,
Oh, and just a sidebar for a second. Boxstar Battles probably should have been one of the nominees there. I was just thinking that could
yeah,
have, but it is
yeah.
represented in other things. But objectively, should be in there.
It is.
But
It is. There was a maybe a little bit of snub. The committee didn't catch that one. I can't believe they didn't catch that
that's
one.
crazy. I know
It is
there's some actual
crazy work.
fraud in some of these. You see it every award season. Some absolute
Yeah,
snubs.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, we do have to go into some more lauding things that we saw this past year. This would be what we consider our favorite new experience of the year, and this is, of course, things that we had not seen before, and things that we reviewed for the first time. They can a lot of times they're new releases, but they don't always have to be. There's definitely some times where we've both review a movie that we hadn't seen before, we really enjoyed, um, and yeah. So without further, and this is of course rather instead of talking about the review, this is specifically talking about the movies of which we and games of which we reviewed. So I think there are only movies here. So
Only movies this time around. Not too many
only
good
movies this time
games
here.
for this year
Yeah,
for us.
yeah. Well, without further ado, here are the nominees: Honora, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, K-pop Demon Hunters, Gremlins, and Zootopia 2. And the winner, favorite new experience of the year, is Honora. Honora. Whoa. That's a January. One of
That's
the first
very
videos of
early.
the year.
Yeah,
It was
like
very
I
early.
think it might have
Peaked
been the
early.
first thing after. Honestly, it could have been right after our last Blastia Awards,
Yeah.
or
think it
maybe
might have
even
been.
before we recorded. I don't know, but yeah, these nominees were curated by our objectively highest rated films that we both experienced for the first time this year. And Honora is the only one that got a straight 9 that was new for both of us for the entire year. So it stood just a little bit above the rest. K-pop Demon
It
Hunters
did.
we spoke very highly of as well. A little gray area because I technically watched it before the review,
Right.
like a few months prior. But since it was still within the year, we let it be eligible. And The Perks of Being a Wallflower, we spoke highly of, and we have our friend Rusty to thank for that because he did
Yeah.
send it to us, and that's what got us to review it in the first place.
Yeah. That was like that was kind of like a hidden delight for me because it's like a movie that I remember kind of being a lot of buzz about in the time it came out, and then it kind of like faded a little bit more into obscurity. But I was glad that he gifted that to us because that was like that was like one of my favorite things that we went through last year, and I was very happy to have reviewed it. And it's definitely something I want to watch again sometime pretty soon, I think. So
Yep. And so the original Gremlins is our older representation here of a new experience for both of us. And so that was fun. And Zootopia 2 is the new release that solid. It's a solid
yeah,
movie.
yeah, we both really enjoyed it. It was kind of a little lift on the animation. I think we both liked Elio quite a bit too, but like Zootopia 2 is just like a
It's
little
true.
notch
Elio
above.
was right on the bubble. Right on the
Yeah,
bubble. It was they both got an 8 out of 10 from us, so it was a coin flip from the committee.
yeah.
the official
So
the official coin flip.
yeah, they all 5,000 of them flipped coins. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah. It had to be there.
Yeah.
The energy in that room. Man.
The energy, the amount of change falling all over the place, it was crazy.
So we talked about our favorite new installment of the year, but we're going to specifically expand that to our favorite series of the year, which is any series that had more than one entry throughout the year. And yeah, without further ado, our nominees for favorite series of the year are Chance Time, 3D Mario Reviews, Monthly Movie Night, Blind Ranking, and The Naked Gun. And the winner of our favorite series of the year award goes to Monthly Movie Night. All right.
All
This
right.
is this one and The Naked Gun are the only ones that were new to this year. The Naked Gun
It's
was
true.
a self-contained 4 weeks and done, but Monthly Movie Night is an ongoing thing that we started where, like I said before, we alternate picking one each month, and sometimes we take some months off, like the last couple months, before we get back onto it. But it's been a fun way to just introduce some of our personal favorite things and introduce them to the other person. And as we've said, sometimes they hit, sometimes it's a miss. But got some really good ones this year. And
Yeah.
so, as is the winner, I think we should both award our mini award for our favorite monthly movie night that the other person picked. All right, so we've had some divisive
I agree.
ones,
I
but
agree. There was some division, some division between us for sure. So
because I would say like just we could rank the monthly movie nights, but that's not as interesting because it's like our favorites are gonna probably be on top, and then the next ones. So,
okay.
what's our favorite of the
so
others?
well, I was gonna say maybe we could recap the ones that we picked. We don't have to rank them or anything, but we
Yes.
just recap the ones that we picked for the other person. So I picked Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, Edge of Tomorrow, Alita Battle Angel, and is there another one? Is that it? I'm trying to remember now. I think that was my
Well,
three.
I think I had one more than you just because of the way it shaped up
I think so too. Yeah, I think
so far.
we yeah. Hold on. The committee is searching for me very quickly.
Committee, bring up the Tarqaron
Just
playlist
double
for
check.
monthly movie. Do I have a playlist? I do.
Oh yeah,
Bring
we
it up,
do.
committee.
Hey, bring up committee. Yes, those were mine. Yep.
Okay. And then I had, of course, Memoir of a Snail, A Star Is Born, uh, The Handmaiden, and Titanic.
That's right.
Right. So for you, out of yours, I would say my favorite is probably Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I think
So,
that probably edges it out. It's between that and Edge of Tomorrow.
hmm.
It's a very similar placement, I'd say, but I think that edges it out for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of like I said, I've seen that movie like 5 or 6 times since it's come out. It's one of my favorite movies of the certainly of the last of the 2020s for sure.
Yeah.
Um, so my favorite of the ones that you picked, I don't. I'm going off straight remembering. Like I don't even necessarily remember the scores I gave all these, but just like straight remembering. I think if I was to pick one, um, boy, it's kind of tough because like they're all except for Titanic, they're all kind of in the same ballpark for me in terms of like they're really solid movies. There are some things I really like about them, and there's some things that make them maybe not necessarily great for like a really quick rewatch, which isn't always a the best barometer because some movies are amazing and they're movies that I don't want to watch all the time. But
Mm-hmm.
I think if I'm to pick one, I think I'm probably gonna go with um I think I'm gonna go with The Star Is Born. It's
Okay.
like
Tell me something, girl.
Memoir of a Snail and A Star Is Born are like really really close.
Yeah.
But there was just some magic in their perform both Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's performances in that movie. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's a movie that makes you feel lots of things. Memoir of a Snail does too. I think it's in a similar ballpark in terms of like some of the emotional resonance that I think it tends to have. But I think A Star Is Born, um, yeah, I really really enjoyed it quite a lot. So
Yeah. Ironically, I think outside of Titanic, I think is straight eights. Like, I think Titanic for you, Alita Battle Angel for me, and then everything else we gave eights, I think.
yeah, I think
I
so.
think it's straight
Something like
eights.
that. Yeah.
I think eight. The Star is Born eight. Memoir of the Snail eight. You gave Handmaiden eight,
Mm.
and then I gave Edge of Tomorrow eight, and Dungeons and Dragons eight. Right. So a lot of
Yeah.
eights.
So there's a lot of eights,
That's good.
crazy eights. But that's good because that means that we are enjoying. We are presenting quality stuff to the other person. I think.
Yeah, and I definitely have some more in the tank. Like there's ones that
Same.
have been years cooking, but then I've watched tons of movies this year that definitely could be in the
Yeah.
conversation. Some weird ones or some ones that you might not even have heard of that might be fun to throw in, see how it goes. Because like even like a Memoir of a Snail was more of an oddball one. I didn't know how
Mm.
you would take to it. I know I liked it, but
Yeah.
it's one of those.
Yeah. I would say like I remember with Edge of Tomorrow and with Alita Battle Angel, they were like multiple movies I was like trying to like pick between. So I definitely still have quite a few that I'd like to present to the table. So and I get next pick as well this
Hmm.
year. So whenever we get around to doing that, that'll be will be my pick next. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a great. I really liked it a lot. It's a fun series that we've done, and I'm glad you sort of brought that as an idea because I've really enjoyed watching movies with you.
Hmm.
You know, not specifically with you, but like watching them and then discussing them. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So here's to more. Here's to more in 2026.
Yeah, collaboration's always a good thing. And with that in mind, we do have our guest feature of the year.
New award
So we'd like
alert.
to have the new award alert. They have we do like having an occasional guest on the channel. I've brought several of my IRL friends here to the table. I have plans for more down the line, hopefully, if they are so willing. Um, but yeah, and then Zach has also had IRL friends, and some of our internet friends have been on as well. We like to share the space sometimes. It's fun sometimes having a third person around, particularly when it comes to Jen's challenges, and a necessity, of course, when it comes to box art battles. But let's get into it. Let's talk about our guests feature of the year. The nominees are the Last Game Standing Gents Challenge with Blinkoon, DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing Review with Rusty, Something Old, Something New Gents Challenge with Tara, the Mix of Gents Cocktail Gents Challenge with Luke, and Boxer Battles Season 2, Episode 2 with Tara. And the winner of Guest Feature of the Year goes to Box Art Battles Season 2, Episode 2 with Tara. All right, give it up.
To be clear, we're
Give it
not
up to
picking
Tara.
favorites of the guests. We're picking our favorites of the videos that happen to feature guests.
Right.
All right.
That's right.
Boxer battles is hard to beat sometimes when it comes to. It's a new award, but I have a feeling, guest feature is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
It is hard to beat, and that's even with this Last Game Standing Gens Challenge video as well, which is again the monumental effort. Fun seeing Blink's reactions to everything. But I think this was the longest Boxer Battles episode that we've had, and it was really fun picking Tara's brain, getting her to look at Tony Lasorda's baseball or whatever was on the thumbnail, or Tommy Lasorda. I don't remember his name. But yeah, it's always a good time to talk about box arts and see what the other person thinks about it, and having that additional viewpoint to sort of grapple with is always a good time.
Yeah, I mean, Boxer Battles is a fun series that where we pit video game box arts against each other in a little tournament bracket. My brother compiles them randomly for us, and we just essentially we debate and we vote, and we get a winner of each episode. And the way we've been doing it now is we do through a season, which is 8 episodes, with a unique guest for each episode, and then we have a season finale where we pit all the winners of previous boxer battles against each other. And so that's fun. But boxer battles will never win favorite series for as long as we just do one every 8 months or a year and a half.
Probably can't.
So we gotta try to get it more regularly if we can. It would be nice if we could do it every couple months or something like that, because these seasons are getting long. We don't want to contribute to the long, drawn out season meta.
That's right. That's right. Got to do the short seasons that you spend long times in between, like modern television.
Yeah, we might have something here. I said before, maybe they should do this for television, spread out the season, like 1 episode a year. That could be good. Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
And we also don't often get guests for reviews. There might be one a year, if that. So it was just nice to have DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing. It was very early in the year. It was one Rusty video. He's a regular. He's been every year. on Tarqaron. He's been there.
Yeah, we
So,
gotta, and we'll keep that going. Got to keep it going.
but
We'll,
yep,
we'll watch something with him this year for sure.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Um, Now it's time for the creme de la creme. It's our favorite video of the year award. This one, in line with the Academy, we've expanded to 10 nominees for favorite video of the year. Very expansive set of nominees here, right?
Wow, crazy.
And this is it's the name of the game. It's favorite video of the year. It's the one we enjoyed the most, and you'll see some familiar faces in here and a couple different ones. But let's get down to it.
Let's see what it is.
The nominees for favorite video of the year are Opening 100 plus custom Tarqaron cards, 5th edition. Survivor Heroes vs. Villains Episode 1 Premiere Reaction. Our Top 10 of 2024. The Last Game Standing Gents Challenge with Blinkoom. Guess the movie based on the Letterboxd review. Black Mirror Season 5 Episode 3 Reaction, Rachel, Jack, and Ashley 2. Back to School 2019 Review, Chance Time. Blind Ranking Things We've Reviewed 3, Horror Edition. Survivor Heroes vs. Villains Cast Reveal. Box Art Battles Season 2, Episode 2 with Tara. And Survivor Token Chains Episode 13 Reaction, Coach on Exile. And the winner of our favorite video of the year award goes to... It's Survivor Heroes vs. Villains Episode 1.
Whoa!
Come on up here, cast of
Wow.
Heroes vs. Villains.
Yeah, the whole cast. It's episode 1 after all. Everybody get up here. Jeff Probst is even in the audience, I see.
Yeah, we need 21 heads on this stage right now.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right. You're all
And
accepting it.
Here come the camera crew. Everybody on set. The doctors.
Oh,
know.
medical. There's medical. They're all here.
They're all high-fiving, hugging on stage. Yeah, Survivor. If Survivor's ever gonna win the big award, this is gonna be the time to do so. I mean, Survivor Heroes vs. Villains, perhaps the best episode of Survivor so far. One of the best, at the very least.
It's certainly right up there. Yeah, it's a fantastic episode. We sang its praises before, but really just like you can't state enough like how this really, the 20 years of history with this episode
20
really
seasons
kind
of
of comes to
history.
a head here. Yeah.
10 years of history.
Yeah, 20 seasons. Yes, correct. It's 10 years specifically. It is 20 seasons, not 20 years yet. That's not till 2020. But yeah, it was it was crazy. And I know like most of the cast is a lot more leaning a lot more towards the more recent seasons. But there's still kind of that heart, that spirit, even from back as far as Marquesas it lives on, and even the Outback, of course. We have two contestants, two castaways from as far back as the Outback, Australian Outback. So so even though there's more, I'd say it's more recent, like last 10 seasons heavy focus, good assortment of pretty much everyone involved. And I mean, everyone getting to interact, everyone getting a little spotlight on the episode. You got pretty much everything you could ever want in a Survivor episode. I mean, it had it all. We had so much fun watching it. We had so much fun talking about it. Yeah, I mean, and I think it was just a great video.
Yeah, we had a really good cross section of Survivor this year. It feels like we had the back end of Gabon, we had Token Chains, Samoa, and then the very start of Heroes vs. Villains, all encompassed in this year. So a lot of good episodes, a lot of all-timers, iconic moments, and Survivor fans love this premiere episode. Of course, you can't deny it. So
no, I can't. I never would. So
there you go. There you go. Some great options, but it was tough. It was tough to say that wasn't our favorite of the year. All right.
Well, wrapping it up, we always have to wrap up with my category at the end of the year. This is best thumbnail of the year. It's my
Hmm.
category in the sense that these are my favorites and I get to pick it. There's no input from Zach or the rest of the committee in this one. And you know, appreciating all the work and effort that Zach puts into editing our videos, but also picking the thumbnail. You got to edit that all together. And there's, sometimes a little bit of work that has to go into it, finding the right screen captures, trying to find the worst looking version of my face and trying to put that on there,
Hmm.
uh, and then making it look attractive. So yeah, so it's always a lot of fun. I'm kind of looking through, seeing what he has in store, and these are my 10 nominees for best thumbnail of the year. So we have the Edge of Tomorrow 2025 review.
There's no way that's
Uh,
2025. Did that come out this year?
oh, what? I can't. Oh, I was writing these down way too hastily. Edge of Tomorrow is like 20. Was it
2014?
2014? 2014? What's going on here? I don't know why I wrote 2025. Oh, it's because I know why. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow 2014 review. Of course, I think you can see
Crazy.
why. It's just a really silly, fun thumbnail there. We have Survivor Tokenshien's episode 13 reaction, Coach on
Mm.
Exile. Getting
Mm.
his praises here. It's just a great thumbnail in general. The Super Mario 64 DS review. I really
Okay.
like that thumbnail a
Yeah.
lot. It's Warriors punching both of us.
Yeah. T-posing.
Yeah,
T-pose
he's
punch.
T-posing and he's punching us both. Uh, the COD cash on delivery review for Chance Time.
Oh my gun.
Oh my gun. We have Survivor Heroes versus Villains episode 2 reaction, one voice.
It's the
It's
best
just
to be.
it's just one of my favorite pictures that I've ever seen. We have Survivor Samoa episode 15 finale reaction.
Mm-hmm. Up in
It's
flames.
you're bathed in flames, you're just kind of enjoying it, and I'm like standing up. It's great. The last game standing gents challenge with Blinkoom Aftermath.
Okay.
Um Mind Crushers number 9, Too Hard.
Alright. Yeah.
The Naked Gun 1988 review.
Mm-hmm.
And Tron Ares 2025 review.
Okay.
The thing I really like about that one is the fact that it kind of almost doesn't have anything to do with you, except
Okay.
it
Yeah.
does sort of, because it's like I'm wearing, maybe unintentionally so, I was wearing something with red and black.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like in the red and black, and I'm like, me and Aries are both like facing you, kind of offended. Like I'm offended looking, he's stunned, and you're just kind of there like in solidarity. You're just like, yeah, I didn't like it. And I'm just like, and it's just really fun. I really like that. I'm like sort of on his side because I'm in the same color
Yeah.
scheme. So that was a lot of fun. My winner for my favorite thumbnail, what I think is the best thumbnail of the year, uh, is Mind Crushers number 9, Too Hard.
It's too hard.
It's too hard.
Ah! Ah!
Taking that moment that we were just kind of like our minds getting crushed and making it into a thumbnail. It was just really fun. I mean, it's very funny. It still makes me chuckle looking at the faces we were making. Like every time I look at it, I have to laugh. Um,
And the announcer goes, "This is Mind Crusher's first win and only nomination tonight."
yeah,
Mind Crusher's nowhere
it
else to
was.
be seen.
It's nowhere else to be
Yeah.
seen, but it was a really good thumbnail.
Mm.
Uh, also again to highlight with the Naked Gun, it's like we were both kind of doing the same pose in that one, which was which I
Mm.
thought was cute. Um, and looking at some of these other ones, but oh yeah, the last game standing one, we're all sort of doing the same sort of pose.
Uh-huh.
We're all like rubbing our hands together, so that's all good stuff. But yeah, Mind Crushers number 9, I really like that one a lot, and even some videos that we just do kind of for fun. These little videos like that, even those can have some pretty fun and goofy and enjoyable thumbnails. So
Yeah, that's
um,
one we didn't talk about at all tonight, where we answer
yeah,
random. It's like random, mostly stupid questions from
mhm,
co-creator of Cards Against Humanity. That kind of humor. And,
yeah,
there's some nuggets of brilliance in there, and some weird stuff that lends itself to weird moments. So we were our
G-
minds were getting crushed.
Greg,
Greg. Yeah.
Greg.
Or never forget Hector's hole,
Oh,
everybody.
I can never forget that.
And
Unfortunately,
Chug's Bunny.
Chugs Bunny,
Chug's
or
Bunny
what?
is classic.
Yeah, yep,
Check those out if you want some complete variety. It's like unrelated to
yeah,
anything, you know?
yeah, yeah. It's completely
It's
unrelated
not
to pretty much
movies, games,
anything
anything
else.
like that.
Yeah,
Well, that's our
yeah. We
show.
love our variety. We love our variety here. Got to
Yeah,
celebrate that too.
that's our show. Thanks for all the nominees for showing up. This is like each nominee has like almost as hundreds of people here, so this is a
Yeah.
huge venue.
Yeah, the K-pop Demon Hunters, I see them over there talking with Frank Drebin. That's weird.
Yes. Who were our musical performances for this evening? We had the K-pop Demon Hunters, the Huntrix
Yeah,
performance, of course.
Huntrix
Is
probably
there
would have to be
anyone
there. Well, we
else?
have a Star Is Born.
Oh,
We have
yeah, very yes. Showstopper.
them. The showstopper there, yeah.
Thank you to
My
Bradley
goodness,
Cooper and Lady
yeah,
Gaga for that lovely performance.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was amazing. Trying to see if there was anything else.
I know. Coach at some point came up and read a poem to the audience.
Yeah, of course, something that he wrote for the occasion.
Yeah, that was awesome. He didn't get to. Well, he did. He probably said something during the Heroes versus Villains episode 1, but he didn't get to accept for the Coach on Exile episode. Yeah, that might be it. That might be it. Our
I think that's
our
it.
two
That's what
guests
we got. Yeah,
performances.
I think so.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another fantastic year here on the channel.
Mhm.
Here's to
Yeah,
2026 and all the new memories that are in store. Right.
all kinds of new stuff coming up in the works. We're
Already
looking
cooking.
forward to. Yeah, we are. We're cooking. Zach in particular is cooking especially hard, but we're cooking up pretty some good stuff. We're
Yeah.
really excited about what next year is gonna kind of hold for us. So
Hold space for
yeah,
us. Hold our
hold
finger.
space, hold space for us, and yeah, have a good time. Have a good 2026, and I mean, hang out with us for the ride. We're gonna have a good
Yeah.
time here.
We'll be here all night. You should get to grab a drink. All right. Until next time, live on stage, I'm going to recommend a video for everybody to check out next after this. After
Whoa.
you get away, get out of the audience and get back home, you want to watch more Tarqaron.
Yeah, or you could if you have YouTube Premium, if you could throw it on in the background and shut your
As
phone off and you just listen to it.
the most elite celebrities are hobnobbing right now at the Blastia Awards. Mario and one of the trolls are talking
Yeah,
from DreamWorks.
yeah. Ares is here. Ares is talking with Alita.
And Steve brought his flint and steel. I don't know how you
Yep.
got that in. If you enjoyed this presentation, this show tonight, go check out Tarqaron All Stars 5, which is a Survivor simulation we did during our 5 years of Tarqaron live in person.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
only
pretty
fitting.
cool.
Where
Like we had number 5 during the 5.
time for
That's great.
5.
Yeah.
Biggie bag. All right, check it out. Check it out. It's sponsored by Wendy's
By
and
Wendy's.
$5 foot long for Subway
Well, that's.
too.
I mean, it's been over 10 years since we've had that. They haven't had those in
Yeah.
well over a decade now.
Any. I know that song. All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. See ya.
And we lower into the stage. We go
That's
under
when Huntrix is our closing performance. I think
we
that's.
go it up. What's the song that no one wants to hear from like the least popular K-pop Demon Hunter song? They'll play that one.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. They're all kind of
Soda
it's kind of
Pop
certified all
live.
bangers. Maybe Soda Pop live, yeah, because it's
Huntrix
not
don't even
Huntrix doing
perform.
it. Yeah.
Huntrix are here, but they will not perform. Here come the
Instead,
Soja Boys.
the Soulja
Yep.
Boys are here.
All right.
All right.